infinite blessings and love. Namaste, namaskaram. This is Om Oracle Tarot, and this is the Virgos reading for September 2022 for what is on Virgo's spiritual path for September. Now, I have to remind everybody that these are general readings and may not resonate with everyone. If they don't, that's all right. There's plenty of other great YouTube tarot readers that you can check out. If you would like to get in contact with me, you can do so in the comments of the video. You can also get in contact with me at the Om Oracle Tarot Instagram page, of which there is only one, and the link for that is below in the description of this video. And if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated. And I also want to remind everybody to check your other placements, as it can help give you a broader picture of what may be going on. And I want to send a message of gratitude and thanks to all the people who have liked, subscribed, commented, shared, and donated. It really does mean a lot. All right, without any further ado, let's get this message. Please give us a message for what is on Virgo's spiritual path for September 2022. 2 cards, please. I only take uprights and I only take jumpers from the deck. And I don't speak a lot during my day-to-day life, so while there's moments of silence, do pay attention to any things you might see in your mind's eye, or things you might hear within yourself, song lyrics, or a smell that reminds you of something, or a feeling that pops up, as this is all your intuition playing a role in this reading, as we are not here together in person. I am connecting with your energy, so your energy is very much here, and vice versa. So do pay attention to those. All right. One more card, please. All right, thank you. All right, so we have the 5 of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups, and at the bottom we have the Hermit. This is this Virgo energy right here. So it does appear that you are feeling a little defeated, but you are walking away, stepping away from this conflict energy. And this has been hard work to deal with this energy, but it also feels like it's hard work to step away from this energy. But you are doing so, even though the movement of it feels slow at the moment. And you are headed towards the 6 of Cups energy. So you are feeling in this time a little nostalgic for a sense of innocence, and I feel like this has to do with your heart, and innocence of the heart, this joy, remembering a simpler time perhaps. And this is kind of causing you to go into this hermit mode here, as we have this on the bottom. So you are doing a lot of soul searching in this. You are seeking this inner guidance. Perhaps you are doing a lot of meditation, but you are in withdrawal. You are kind of enjoying solace at this time. And you may not be enjoying it 100%. That's kind of what I'm getting off of this, but you realize that it is important to process this at this time. So let's get another 3 cards. This is the Yogic Path deck. 3 cards, please, for our Virgos. Excuse me. 3 cards for our Virgos for what is on their spiritual path for September 2022. 3 cards, please. Three cards, please. All right, thank you. So we have Shiva. Now this is the dancing Shiva, so this is Nataraja. Svadhyaya. And let's get one more, please. Thank you. And Niyamas. All right, so Nataraja Shiva. This is the dancing Shiva, and this is the dance of our reality, if you will. This is the Leela, the dance of Maya that Shiva is performing here. And next to it we have Svadhyaya. So this is, with the book open, this is the self-study. This is self-inquiry, in fact. And when we realize the self, or our true nature, we'll say, we can see this dance very clearly. So you are coming into that kind of energy. And with the niyamas, this is this inner code of conduct that leads to the light here. So in this hermit mode, you are processing what you've just been through, but there is a certain level of this desire to detach here. And this is where this self-inquiry really starts to shine here as you have a healthy detachment, creating a little space between you and this conflict energy here. And this is really going to allow this self-inquiry to shine. And you realize that this dance of reality is a dance without a dancer, in fact. And you're also really reevaluating in this time your inner code of conduct. How you talk to yourself within yourself, what type of boundaries you set with other individuals, and how do you open up this light of the heart here. But the self-inquiry, it will really allow you to do all of this. So really, this is saying a self-inquiry while you have this time and while you're in this solitude. Really figure out who you are and what you are, what God is, what reality is. And this will allow you to set this inner code of conduct in harmony with all of reality. And this actually causes the heart to bloom like a flower here. So let's get 3 cards from the Wisdom of the Buddha deck, as I call it. I know it has a different name, but 3 cards, 3 messages, please, for Virgos, for what is on their spiritual path for September 2022. Thank you. All right, we have White Tarot. 2 more cards, please. All right, 2 cards, please. Thank you. Vajrapani. All right, thank you. And mantra seed syllable of the goddess Vajravari. Thank you. So White Tarot offers liberation. So this self-inquiry gives supreme liberation. So this is kind of what you're coming into, this energy, this liberation through the hermit stance. It says, by quiet listening, you can liberate others from fear. So, in part, this is speaking about yourself in quiet listening to this inner song of the self here, of your true nature, will help liberate you from fear or any negative emotions or energies of the mind here. And then when you are established in this, which I feel like when you are, you will come out of this hermit mode, then you can help liberate others. And you won't have to talk about it and say, oh, I've realized the self and I'm this and that, because that would be the mind saying that. That would be the little I saying that. That would be the ego. But through this quietness of being, it will resonate off of you. People will see it on your face and in your eyes, and they will say, like, wow, like, what is going on with you? Because you have this incredible energy about you. I would like to know more. And this is kind of where you can help others. Vajrapani, the guardian at the temple gate. So this is a fierce guardian here. It says, use your strength to help someone who is struggling. So again, this is this message of this one who is struggling is this inner child. And so use the strengths that you have developed, these tools, and also this self-inquiry to help this inner child that is struggling. And then, just like this liberation, then when you are established in the self, then you can help others who are struggling through a similar thing. And the mantra seed syllable of the goddess Vajravari. So, words have great power. Use them for the greater good. So this kind of harkens to this inner code of conduct with the niyamas. This is talking about the words that we use with others, but also the words that you use with yourself. In a sense, like, how hard are you to yourself, or how hard is the mind on you? Who is the mind talking to? And this is asking you, and this will become evident through this self-inquiry, that you only want to use your words for the greater good. That means for the good of others and their peace and liberation. Thank you. Let's get 3 cards from the Gita deck, please. What is on Virgo's spiritual path for September 2022? Too many cards. All right, 3 cards, please. 3, just 3. All right. Thank you. We have the card God's Reciprocation. No. All right. 2 more cards, please. All right. 2 more cards, please. Thank you. Calm meditation. Thank you. And the super soul. So this is kind of speaking again about, this is kind of, it's not exactly a repeat message, but it's coming back to the same thing. So God's reciprocation and calm meditation. Write a poem. But the divine, God, the universe, however you word this, these readings are not religious specific. But the divine, the spirit, is seeing your struggle, seeing the amount of work that you are putting in to your liberation. And they are reciprocating this as they watch you in this, come into this calm meditation where you were once in this conflict energy. They're reciprocating this energy back to you because and helping you, in fact, to realize that you are this super soul that is one with everyone. In a sense, there is only one soul, and it's all of us. It's not an individual. You're realizing this through this self-inquiry, the nature of yourself. And the message on the back of here, I reside in every heart. From me alone comes remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. I am to be known by all the Vedas. I am the author of the Vedanta, and I alone know the Vedas. So on the back here, when they're speaking of Vedanta, Advaita Vedanta, not to. So this self-inquiry is a staple in Advaita Vedanta. And so this is, you come into this knowledge of your true nature that is, in a sense, beyond remembrance, beyond knowledge, and beyond forgetfulness. And again, with this super soul, that you reside in every heart. This is kind of what you're coming into. This is pretty powerful. So do take advantage of this. And this is, as far as this top spread goes, this is the only major arcana up here. So major arcanas are faded energies here. The minor arcanas are free will here. So how you handle this is up to your free will. But this hermit mode and going into solitude for this specific purpose is fated here. This is destiny. This is what you came here on this planet to do, is to realize this. So let's get 3 cards, please, from the Gods and Goddesses deck. What type of divine energies are surrounding Virgos in September on their spiritual path? Excuse me. 3 cards, please. Almost. 3 cards, please. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I think that's the first time that one's come out here thus far. Yama here. But we have Badra Kali. So Badra is the feminine of Badri. My name is Badri Das. So Badra is the feminine and Kali is the goddess of destruction. So this is a kind of a combo. But this is the goddess of darkness here. And the blessings here are worldly power, earthly enjoyment. So when people think that when you realize the true nature of yourself, that you go live in a cave and you forego the world and you have to do all these austerities and give up worldly pleasures. But in fact, that this realization, you realize that the only thing that has to be let go of is this, is the one that feels like it has to let go of something to achieve this. And that you can enjoy all the earthly enjoyments. Enjoying all that the world has to offer is, in a sense, reserved for the true nature of yourself. So you are coming into this earthly enjoyment. without being bound by dogmas or this idea of renunciation. Fearless in battles. Again, this will allow you to be fearless. Access of the feminine powers and virtue. So you are coming into what I guess would classically be thought of as this feminine energy of the heart here. Then we have Chandra, the Moon God. So the moon cycles may play a large role in the timing of these things. So do pay attention to those. And the blessings here are purification of the blood. So I don't know if you are going through a cleanse or something like that, but you are purifying your energy of this conflict or whatever this was. Nourishment of crops. So whatever you're trying to manifest, this energy of this self-inquiry is going to nourish your manifestations. Again, you don't give up the world. You actually learn that you can embrace all of the world. Subduing mental ills and anxiety. This coming into the true nature of yourself will do just that. And overcoming pessimism and madness. So again, these are the energies of self-realization. Dharmic, the god of medicine here. And the blessings are freedom from disease, greater health and well-being. This definitely will give you this greater well-being. Mastery of the medical sciences is spiritual knowledge and liberation. This is this self-realization. This is that spiritual knowledge and liberation. Liberation from the bindings of the world. And then when you are unbound, then you can enjoy all of the world. But it does appear that you are also in a state of healing here with the god of medicine here. And you are utilizing some sort of sacred medicine here in doing so. And then we have Yama. So this is the first time that this card has popped out here. And this is the Lord of Death. He's usually seen with dogs. His story has to do with usually he is accompanied by a dog. But the blessings that he provides is knowledge of the law. So this is the law of the universe here. You may also, some of this conflict may be tied up with actual legal battle that you may be in, situations with the police, things of this nature, but you're having knowledge of these things. You're in a sense, a step ahead of those energies, and so you are getting the foresight and the knowledge of how to handle these things in the correct way. And again, with the niyamas, we have the righteousness in action. So you're coming into this universal harmony again, overcoming the fear of death. So this again, self-realization This self-inquiry, realizing the true nature of yourself as this super soul. Now, this super soul doesn't die. The soul doesn't die. It just drops the body. And this eliminates the fear of death. Because you know, it's not like you read it somewhere and you know, like, oh, there's something that comes after this. You know that you continue on in some form or fashion, or formlessness, and steadfastness in the face of judgment. So again, with this under the scrutiny of laws and regulations and the judicial system, you're standing steadfast in the face of these judgments. So you are aided in that way also. All right, let's get 3 cards, please. This is the Morgan Tarot deck. 3 cards for our Virgos for what is on their spiritual path for September 2022. All right. All right, let me pick that up. All right. So this card, Let George Do It. Now, I always think of the Beatles, and I don't know if the artist was also thinking of that also. Let George do it. But this person has their bag, and they are walking into the sunset. You could almost see this figure as this figure here. If you put a sunset back there, and I'm kind of... So this is this walking away energy. And you're kind of walking away like, let them deal with it. Let this be their problem. And when you walk away, it ceases to be your problem. Now, you may still have some legal things that you have to tie up, but you are coming into this new identification with yourself and realizing this Maya. Now, Maya in Hindi translates to illusion. And on here it says, Maya, the field of the Lord. And it has a baby stroller and a wheelchair. So this birth and death, this reality, and seeing the illusionary aspect of it. And this is also this dance that Shiva is doing. This is this dance of Maya, this illusion. And when you come into this realization of the nature of who and what you are, the vision of this dance, to see it and see how you're separate from this illusion, hits like that, and you are changed forever. Well, something's changed. And it's really how you identify yourself. And you're actually going back to your true nature, coming out of Maya, essentially. And then heavy. So again, with this weighing, and I'm getting this judicial weighing of things. And this is kind of weighing heavy on you. So you may experience a loss of some sort here. Monetarily, maybe some property or car, I don't know. exactly. That's kind of what I'm getting off of this. And that the scales and the way that these are being weighed out are not actually balanced. And you see that, and it is heavy to take. But I feel like you are taking it in stride, being that you are in this hermit mode. And you have other things on your mind now. You're kind of coming into the harmony of reality, of the cosmos, to where this is not going to hit as hard as it would be if you were identified in the old way. And that you have the divine working in your favor. So know that whatever transpires, even if it appears heavy or unbalanced, that this is in the long run working out for in your favor and for your ultimate good. And I know when these things happen, that is hard to that's a hard pill to swallow. So let's go here. This is the Thoth deck. Please give us 3 cards for what are the hindrances on Virgo's spiritual path in September 2022. 3 cards, please. What are the hindrances? Thank you. All right, we have the Prince of Cups. 2 more cards, please. Thank you. This 5 of Swords again. And the 10 of Cups. And at the bottom we have the 2 of Discs, so change. So this change could potentially be a hindrance. That's on the bottom. So we have the Prince of Cups here. So there's going to be an emotionality that it could potentially be a hindrance. And letting these impulsive emotions get the best of you is going to be a hindrance. Because settling into this feeling of defeat is also going to be a hindrance. And the Spirit is saying, remember and try to remind yourself that really, no matter what is lost, you're actually winning in this. And it may not look like this on paper, and it may not look like this in a rational way, but in fact, you are getting the best of the situation, and you are winning. And the 10 of Cups here. So there is going to be this tendency when there's this realization of your true nature to be like, haha, I've got it, I've done it, it's finished, I've been successful in this, look how blissful I am, and kind of in this show-offy kind of way, almost in the face of this energy that you had a conflict with. Whether that be on social media or in person or whatever. And the Spirit is saying that to do that would be a hindrance, and really to keep this, you don't have to keep it to yourself, but it's saying don't flaunt it, because what flaunts it and what says, oh, I'm so blissful, look at me, that's the ego. And that's not the true nature. So when we step into the ego, we contract out of the expansiveness of our true nature. So stay in that expansiveness. Don't contract to gloat. So those are the hindrances there. Let's get one card, please, for our Virgos for what is on their spiritual path for September 2022. Thank you. All right. We have the sea turtle. Pick this up. So, the sea turtle is armored and is guarded, but it also has a soft shell to it and can be vulnerable. And the spirit is saying to embrace this vulnerability, which might be a challenge. I feel like this will be difficult. But it's saying that this allowing yourself to not be taken advantage of, but allow your emotions to be vulnerable. Don't let them get the best of you, but that there may be something coming in that you will want to be open and show some vulnerability in. Sea turtles also swim an incredible expanse in the sea. They swim for long distances for their size. And so this is kind of what you're doing. You are going taking this long ride into the realization of your true nature in a short amount of time here. And swimming in the seas of yourself. Eventually coming to that paradise, that beach, that paradise that is not just within you, that paradise is you. All right, let's get a couple messages from the Oracle of Rama deck. First, we pick a Divine Guide card. And I just shuffle them until one kind of pops out to me to pick. All right. Bharata. The power of responsibility. So you are taking this responsibility of yourself and what you came here on this planet to do with this self-inquiry. And then with this deck, it has these oracle cards that we then we shuffle and get a couple cards out of here, and then they have a message that corresponds to the number on the Divine Guide cards. So let's get two messages, two cards, please, for our Virgos for what's on their spiritual path in September 2022. All right. Road less traveled. One more, please. Goodness rising. So on this one, number 3. 3 is also the number of creativity, but so 3. Good leadership is not available. Distress. So there is still in this tension, and perhaps with the legal system, maybe you're having a hard time finding good counsel, in that way, and this is causing distress, or maybe you are seeking a teacher of self-inquiry, and you're perhaps having a hard time finding one, and this is causing distress. But goodness is rising. A favorable time for joint ventures. So you will be coming together either with friends or new acquaintances, perhaps in this self-inquiry or business, or tackling this legal situation, and this is would be favorable in this time to do such a thing. So let's get 3 cards from the Tiny. We'll split the deck 3 times and then take the tops of the splits. All right. So reach out. So again, this joint venture. This is the time that you're going to want to reach out and ask for help. This may be where this vulnerability comes into play, where you may not really want to appear like you need help, but it does say that this joint venture would be favorable at this time, and it's saying that you do need to reach out, and being vulnerable is part of that. And so that might be also causing some distress, but it is saying do reach out. This moment. So through these struggles, stay in this moment, and this self-inquiry, self-realization of the true nature of yourself will really allow you to be fully in this moment, not just in this contracted moment of the little I, but this expansive moment of this super soul, being fully immersed in the moment, embracing everything that the moment has to offer, moment to moment. And work. So this is self-inquiry. This is hard work, and the mind is going to battle you through this whole process of self-inquiry. But every time it's only battling you because it's being exposed as not the driver of the car. Our body and our mind are part of the vehicle that we use to maneuver in this reality. But it is this super soul, in fact, that is the driver. But we've been conditioned since we were a child to listen to this voice of the mind. And so this mind has a foothold in the driver's seat, and it does not want to relinquish that driver's seat. But you shine a light on it, and it has to. So the mind cannot win. And it knows that, and that's why it's struggling through this. And so this is where this hard work comes in. Also, dealing with the legal system is never easy and is, in fact, work. But it does appear that you wind up the victor. Even if it doesn't appear on paper that you won, do again know that you are actually getting the best of the situation, even if it doesn't appear that way. Down the line, in a couple months or so, you will realize, I really got the best of that situation. I'm glad that worked out the way that it did. So try to take comfort in that. All right. Please give us 3 cards for a parting message. What would you like to leave Virgos with on their spiritual path for September 2022. 3 cards for a final message, please. What would you like to leave our Virgos with? We have the 3 of Swords. Ten of Cups. And the 7 of Swords. And at the bottom we have Judgment. So there's a couple things I'm seeing here. There has been a grief, and this is this tension that's speaking of. There has been this grief and this heartbreak that was supposed to turn out in this 10 of Cups, blissful, divine love type of energy. But somebody was being tricky, and as this person is stealing the swords from this camp here. So someone in the situation was being tricky on this. And there is judgment. There has been awakening to this. There is also the fact that there was this heartbreak, and it is also opening the door for true divine love and bliss. And to be strategic in the way that you move forward here. Because you are going through this rebirth here. You're listening to the inner call of your innermost heart, and you're heeding that call of the divine. And almost in this card, these people are being raised from the dead here, this rebirth. So this is kind of this energy that you're kind of going through, this transition here, this awakening. Let's see what's underneath here. Oh, it's all flipped. So this situation, this tension has left you kind of in this wounded warrior situation of the 9 of Wands here. And this has definitely been a test of faith here. But you're showing perseverance, and you're tattered but not torn. You are wounded, but you are still standing, holding your own. And you actually have most of the wands in the deck. This spiritual fire. You have the kindling for this spiritual fire now. And again, you have shown heavy perseverance, even though all these wands are trying to poke you and essentially attack you. You are, again, holding your ground here. Oops. All right. And right underneath that, we have the Queen of Pentacles here. So you are nurturing yourself. And I feel this, as you see, she's looking down at this pentacle. And I don't usually get this, but she's almost looking down at this pentacle in a sad way. Like, I only have this one pentacle left now. And so that's kind of the energy that this grief and this broken heart, this trickiness has left you feeling like you only have one pentacle now. So you are definitely needing to nurture yourself and be kind of practical with your with your money at this time. And then we have the Seven of Cups here. So you have been dealing with some illusions. There was part of this wanting this to turn out in this Ten of Cups energy, whoever this is that broke your heart, essentially. And there was some illusions surrounding that, some wishful thinking. And it feels like perhaps this person was pursuing other options, which may help you with this legal situation. But I feel like also when you get yourself out of this situation, when it's done, and you can kind of close the book on it, you're going to have a lot of options open to you. And I am feeling that I need to go one more. And these options, either way, you are headed, option or not, even if you just decide to be in this hermit mode, you're in this, you find yourself in this Nine of Cups energy. So this is almost a dream come true. You're really finding satisfaction and contentment because you realize the nature of yourself now. And this is ultimate contentment, ultimate satisfaction, this ultimate dream come true, regardless of what's happening. This energy that, this vibe that you have after this realization is this dream come true energy that you will be embodying moving forward. All right, we'll leave it here. All right, Virgos, we're going to leave this reading here. Virgos, I want to send you a lot of love and encouragement for September. Some of this is never easy to deal with, and but there is this ultimate silver lining on these clouds here. So if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated, and I appreciate all of you for tuning in, listening, and watching. It really does mean a lot. And Virgos, I'll catch you on the next go-round. Peace.